I feel like I almost lost who I am entirely as a person. It just happened all so fast. I thought I was becoming a powerful and indestructible human with indestructible morals and someone who would be able to do anything that they wanted to do and have the mental discipline to keep it up and keep improving and keep being the best version of myself. But these past 6 months, I felt like I almost completely lost myself. Fucking cue the rain, Jesus Christ. It's been 6 months since I posted on this channel where I just kind of talked about advice that perhaps parents aren't sharing with their kids, or being emotionally, like how to be emotionally vulnerable or how to be more in touch with who you are as a human being. I should have taken my own advice because I didn't take care of myself at all for like 6 or 5 months. This whole video, there's no script. I'm just talking. I just want to talk about why I was gone, and I really want to come back. I just really want to get off my chest that like I let myself down. I stopped posting on this channel because I didn't feel like it was even moral, because I wasn't equipped with the look at those rays of light. I didn't feel like I was equipped with the tools to help other people if I myself was crumbling under pressure. And that's not how I should have looked at making content in this context at all, because at the end of the day, this is a diary for me, and hopefully for other people to feel like they have a friend or feel like they have a brotherly aspect in their brotherly influence in their life that they could possibly share with or listen to and get advice. It kind of turned into, instead of that, but me trying to prove to myself that the only way I could make videos on this channel were if I was properly educated on them. So when I started to slip, the whole channel just went along with it, because I just didn't have the confidence. Not only that, but I wasn't even giving myself the time of day. I wasn't diving into my own emotions and really looking at myself deeply to the point where I could even sit down and communicate, because I wasn't even doing it to myself. I couldn't even give advice because fuck, I needed the advice. I needed a friend. I was reading some of the comments. Just, I don't know, 6 months ago, half a year ago, this guy said, I've commented once before and it's going to be like an update, even though you probably don't remember me. Since commenting, I've purchased the exact same gratitude journal you have, and I've been using it for a little over a week now. It's changed my life completely. This video could not have come at a more perfect time, because I've just returned from a hangout with friends and started thinking those thoughts you talk about. I got a ride home from a friend and vented them for a while, and when I left, I thought that it was stupid that I vented them, and then we should have had a different, more fun conversation. Why did I even complain to them, blah blah blah. Then hearing you say that in reality it is often not the case that we were awkward or messed up, it's just that our heads made us feel a lot more uncomfortable about the situation. It's just a simple comment. My videos that were only getting 1,000 views, he said it's changed my life completely. Man, someone commented 6 months ago, your video made me feel less alone. When I went back and read that shit, it's like, damn, man, I was actually making a difference for some people. And I didn't feel like I was qualified to give out that advice or even just communicate and connect with people. And the fact that people still were able to feel touched by that, it meant a lot to me. It really did mean a lot to me. So I just I decided to come back. I just don't feel it's fair to myself or other people that I just get up and walk away just because I don't feel like I'm qualified, you know. And I feel like I am qualified. I'm 23 and a half. I feel like I've gone through some really stupid shit in my life. I feel like I've experienced some really stupid people. I also feel like I've made some really stupid and absurd decisions. And I just feel for all the people that commented that kind of stuff, and even to myself, that I'm doing a disservice to just get up and walk away from all of it. I just feel like there was no reason for me to do that. So I'll just say I'm officially back. But another thing that just was really big was I really like the title of this video is not like, I guess it's sort of an announcement for me coming back, but it's more so to communicate to everyone that I really did almost like lose myself. I'm not saying I was, gonna take my life or anything, but me as a human being, what makes me feel fulfilled is rich thought and to nurture myself and to give myself the time of day, that attention that I deserve. I wasn't doing that at all in the slightest. A big thing that I talk about on my channel very, very frequently is the act of journaling, the act of reading, and the act of gratitude journaling as well in the morning. Like not just journaling, but having a bunch of different things to write about and giving yourself the time of day and developing your personality and developing your path. Developing your path as a human being, like developing your identity. It literally is in my journal that I felt like was the purpose of this entire channel, was to help people define who they are and myself define who I am, refine my personality, and help people refine theirs. Choosing my destination in life, because, you know, where are you to travel with no goal, and to articulate your being. Because without those, we feel so fucking lost. Life feels hellish if you don't know who you are, because you don't even know how to act. And I felt like that was the entire purpose of my being in this channel, and I just had lost all of it. I stopped. I don't know why. I don't know why I ever stopped. I noticed about 3 months ago that, holy shit, I opened my gratitude journal and realized it had been 2 months since I opened it. I stopped journaling altogether, and that includes gratitude journaling, reading my mantra of which I kind of just recited, but just my mantra would go over my goals and reiterate them to me every morning, so I just knew and had a clear mind on my passions. And I just had completely stopped. I had lost touch with myself. I'd lost my personality. I'd lost the joy. I didn't feel happy. I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like I was hearing myself. I didn't feel like I had a proper voice with my friends or my family or my girlfriend. I just felt like an empty husk of who I once was, and just awful. I stopped going to therapy. So just everything that was making me a better person, I had stopped doing every single bit of it. As well as, I remember, I think it was probably like my third yap I posted on this channel 8 months ago. I talked about quitting like my job and all forms of business to pursue YouTube as my primary venture. I also let that fall through. I stopped meeting my own expectations, and it's just sad. It's sad because, not because I was letting myself down or anyone down, but I just wasn't there for myself. And, you know, when you're an adult, you can't expect people to be there for you. You're on your own at that point. The only person that realistically is there for you, if you do not have like a significant other, even sometimes your significant other isn't there for you, is yourself. And if you're not taking care of yourself and no one is, that is the worst recipe possible. Like you are so set up for failure. You are so set up for being taken advantage of, not just by other people, but by yourself. But huge news for me, which is just crazy to me that I haven't told you guys about this once, is I actually moved in with my girlfriend, which is fucking huge. I haven't shared that once, but yeah, that's a new development for me. And weirdly enough, I do believe that this drastic change in my life is the reason and the catalyst for me almost losing who I am. I'm not saying that like I made a mistake or anything, but I think maybe this was extremely necessary for me to challenge what I had originally thought in terms of, oh, I am a strong person who can overcome anything. I was journaling and I was going to therapy and I was taking care of myself, but that was when I was in a low stress environment. And it was pretty simple to do all of these things. Moving in with my girlfriend created this new stressful environment for me that became a catalyst for me to change. And I guess the word is metamorphosize, which I feel like I'm doing right now, into a new person, into a stronger person, because it really did break me down just to build me back up. And that's what I'm doing right now. Is I feel like I have been just completely shoved back down and broken down to before my state of like enlightenment, I guess, and journaling and all of that, to where it's been a while since I had felt so depressed anxious and hopeless. Felt like I wasn't deserving of anything, of deserving of love or affection or to be appreciated. And not by just by other people, but by myself. I didn't feel like I was deserving of my own love as a human being. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that happened, because now I'm learning to rebuild in this new stressful environment. I don't know. It's just moving in with my girlfriend created this completely new environment where I've just never had to share my space with someone in this extent, and not just my space but my time. And I've never had to do this ever, and it just really fucking destroyed me. My girlfriend and I have been living together for about 4 months, and she just left for Australia for, oh my god, on the goat. She just left for Australia for about 3 weeks, and she's coming back actually tomorrow. I wasn't able to give myself the grace and give myself the time to actually sit down and conceptualize, holy shit, I'm not taking care of myself anymore. I've put myself on the back burner to nurture my relationship with my significant other, or work on like my YouTube channel. And I've realized that's just so not fucking sustainable. It's just really fucking not. And it's unacceptable as well to not treat myself with respect. And I'm realizing what I'm saying sounds super negative, but it's not. It's just I'm such an independent and like I have such like a loner personality that it's been really hard for me to adjust. Instead of running around and thinking, let me make some stairs so I can sit down and just talk to you guys for a second, because I already know that the average view duration drop off has already gone down to about 10%, and the people watching now aren't going to be clicking off, so I don't need to give you stimulation with me moving around. And it's honestly I feel like I have ADHD, so moving around a little too much it's a bit distracting, right? I don't know. Moving in has just been one of the most challenging experiences. It's on one hand, all I want to do is work. YouTube is my absolute fucking passion. It is what I am so into, and have been into for a decade. I'm 23. I think I started my first YouTube channel when I was 12 or 13. I might have been 12. That's over a decade. That's over 10 years. And I remember the first channel I made was just a Minecraft gaming account. And so many of my friends actually went on to be successful creators. I have mentioned before and talked to you guys about my friend Spire, who killed himself, and how it was both of our dream to do this. It's still my fucking dream, and it's not that I'm just doing this to like honor his legacy or something. It's still, the fire is still fucking burning in my heart to make a YouTube channel and to be successful out here, and to hopefully instill that sense of hope to the next young kid who's just like me. That same kid who was 13 that wanted to do this, I hope I can inspire that next young person who wants to do it. And I want to do good things. I want to do amazing things. And I feel like this is my avenue to do that, to make creative projects, to do all those sort of things. And it's just been a really big struggle, because I place this as number one priority in my life, is to do this and do it successfully, which I haven't been. I haven't been super successful because I haven't been giving my all in a mental sense, because as I explained, when I was making these videos, was just in my starting phase, so I didn't expect myself to really get better. But when I stopped journaling and stopped getting into myself and started to just fall apart and sacrifice my time and my creative time and my mental energy to make my partner happy or make my family happy, or just meet a quota of like, oh, I got to put out a video a week, but it's not even good at that point. It was quantity over quality. And that's not who I want to be. That's not what I want to put out. So I've had to completely restructure everything. I'm currently having to find out how to balance my time with my girlfriend and work, and find like a beautiful balance between that, where it's quality. It's not quantity. I was just, in every aspect of my life, I was doing quantity over quality. I wasn't giving anything really the time of day, even myself. If I can find that balance, it'll be so beautiful. And fuck, man, there was just too much going on for me to even think about this channel. And I was just fucking losing myself. I was losing sight of my passion, and because YouTube, I wasn't even treating it with respect. I don't even know what happened. everything went down the hill just so I could give my partner some time. That's not going to happen anymore. Everything's going to be quality. My time with my partner, my time on YouTube, my time working on YouTube, journaling, reading. Fuck, guys, I haven't read since probably my last Yaps video 6 months ago. I was reading, I was journaling, I was going to therapy, I was taking care of myself, I was going to the gym consistently like 5 days a week. Now, or sorry, like 2 months ago, I wasn't going to therapy, I wasn't journaling a single day, I wasn't even looking at it. I started going to the gym like twice a week, no therapy. I was just fucking losing myself. Thank God I went back to fucking therapy, man, because I'm back journaling, both gratitude journaling and my other one where I'm, you know, my dreams, and I'm back in therapy, and I'm back taking care of myself, and I'm going to the gym 4 days a week now. So I feel like I'm back on track. I'm not reading yet, but that's because I feel like I'm metamorphosizing both my relationship, or like my mental state, and YouTube. I'm really trying to give YouTube some more time and really trying to be creative. I have some really big projects I've been working on. Like, I'm paying people to make AI Twitter bots so then I can do like experiments with the dead internet theory and then make a commentary on it while also including my friends. So it's like, sure, it's a commentary-esque video like Ted Nivison, but it's also at the same time, it's kind of like an Isaac Y situation where my friends are involved and I'm spending money to make this happen because I can't code. But just like, that's one project, for example. And I just feel like I'm in a good spot. Sorry, this video is kind of just like a ramble, huh? There's really no advice in this one. Sorry, guys. It's just me explaining and getting things off my chest. This is a diary for me, after all. But yeah, I'm going to start reading again. I've been doing everything else. Next on the list is reading. And I really want to give this channel some time of day. I just think it deserves it, because some of the comments are so fucking touching, and I feel like I'm doing a disservice to me to not be posting here. Sure, some of you guys are saying some very touching things, and that maybe some of my videos have been helped change your life for the better. But it's a disservice to me, because that was my original goal with YouTube, was to help people and to touch people. And the fact that I stopped posting here while I was already achieving that goal, who cares about my expertise? Who cares if I'm not a therapist or, you know, someone who can, like, you know what I mean? Who gives a shit? If I'm helping someone, I want to help someone. That's like all that matters. I don't know. Let's get back to work, man. I'm really appreciative by what a lot of people are saying. And even though it's been half a fucking year, which is crazy to me, I am back for sure. I'm 100% back. Please join up in my Discord. I will be having a Ask Me Anything for video. I think for a couple vids, I'll just get some stuff off my chest and maybe explain some of my... Because this was just kind of a ramble. Maybe I'll specifically journal about some of the stuff I experienced over those 5 months that were just destroying me, and hopefully some of you guys can connect with them and feel better off of them, and hopefully they help you. Please join the Discord. Please ask me some questions. I definitely want to do a couple videos where I am just answering questions and communicating with you and giving my take, because albeit I don't feel like I have the proper education to give people like therapy advice, but I do feel like I've experienced enough in my life to give you some older brotherly advice. Because a lot of people were commenting were either my age or younger. There wasn't a lot of older people. So hey, I feel like I can give you that big brother vibe. In other news, I got a dog. And he's just the sweetest little guy. His name's Rufus. I'll put a picture of him on the screen. Maybe I'll do a video. But yeah, look, I'm glowing. I forgot this is something we do. This is tradition. Here's a really nice video I found that was some hope core. All right. I appreciate you. I'm proud of you. Reach out to an old friend. Tell them you miss them. Reach out to a current friend. Tell them you want to hang out. Reach out to your family members and tell them you love them. I'm glad to be back. I don't care if this gets 1 view.